Hello, Fury Fighters, and welcome to another video. And today I will be explaining some new team setups, and I made some screenshots to slide through it easier and show you and explain to you why I selected these warriors in these teams and why or how they can be useful. So I'm starting off with a full combo card team. Since that is now possible, you can have 6 combo cards in a team. And you have to understand that in each of these setups, obviously, the more they are upgraded, they have quenching, war souls, breaching, alloys, amulets, everything basically. Initial rage to the max. Obviously, this will be the best for each setup, so it may not always work if your heroes aren't fully upgraded yet, but if you like to try certain team setups, then here is a few. This can be a team, for example, that is all round for both inter-server, arena, cell games, guild instance, whatever you like. This team can do it all as long as you have more speed and everything upgraded and great dragons and you name it. So difficult, expensive, takes a long time to make this work, but you could. Another team that I wanted to show a lot of people is the 3 hero freeze brave team, combined with Cumber passive for Brave Souls and Trunks Vitality for Brave Souls. And in this setup, obviously, Toa, Trunks Vitality and Chi-Chi are the heroes that would be doing the freezing of your opponent, so high control. And for some additional damage and defense, plus initial rage, we have Goku Rose and Cell, and Cumber for some extra damage as well. Again, all of these would be working better if they all start with their ultimate, which in the case of Rose, Trunks and Cell is the case, but for the other ones you might have to do some initial rage amulets or some additional work for them to make this happen. But it could be a nice inter-server team for sure. The next setup is again with the 3 freeze heroes, but it is a Brave Soul team with Trunks Vitality passive and then IZ and BF added for some crazy damage plus control. So this could be an interesting setup as well. The next team is the team that I'm currently using, and I find so far to be the most solid team setup in game. Gotenks S4 might bring some differences to it, but I'll get to that later. For now, I use this team in this exact positioning. I play around with it a little bit, but definitely this team is very solid when upgraded properly. It has 3 tanks, 3 skill type warriors, which activates both BF passive teams. You have the Evo passive, you have the benefits from Trunks, of course, and from Moro, and the damage from BF and IZ, and the mechanized from Mecha Frieza. It has Purify from Evo. It's an all-round team. You can pretty much do anything with this, and with the right dragons and startup, this team can pretty much beat any other team in the right setting. The next team is a Overload 4 Soul passive team, which would include a light, a brave, a dark and a fire soul team, and light being Evo. Deliberately pick him for his revive, his skills, etc. Gotenks being the dark soul, and Edkametu his passive for 4 souls. Fire soul would be Infinite Zamasu. Brave would be A18, which also has a 4 soul passive team, and then Kaba, which I think is really great with also his 4 soul passive team. And you could, for example, use Golden Frieza or Great Saiyaman for that other 4 soul 4 hero passive soul team, and it might actually work. It might give you something interesting in this setup. It's not entirely balanced, but it can definitely do some strange and interesting things if you choose to go with such a team. The next setup would be a 3-hero 4-soul passive team with Trunks Vitality in it. I chose him because of obvious skills that he has, and if you do not want to use this setup and you don't have BF or you don't have IZ, well, then it won't really work if you don't have IZ, but you could make this work for interserver in this way, or your main team in arena. So play around with it, test it. If you have enough resources and all these heroes upgraded with Kame-sen, then definitely could be an interesting team setup. The next one is a highly offensive crit team, which would be for Cell. And Cell games in this setup would mean all these heroes here do a lot of crit damage and could potentially mean a lot of damage done to Cell. You can obviously change out a hero that you think would do less damage. However, I do think Golden Cooler, Kaba, and A18, for example, Fuse Zamasu, would definitely be heroes you want in this team because they are really insane with their crit damage. The next team here is odd combination maybe, but also could be useful for Cell games if you like the newer heroes to combine with the older ones and do a lot of damage as well with Infinite Zamasu and BF, so you could definitely try this combination out as well. This team is a combo card team with BF rather than using Sun Saiyan in the first example I showed. If you have these heroes all upgraded and quenched with initial rage and everything, then you could definitely do massive damage with this team, and it can be useful for several aspects in game. A Darkness Soul team. Darkness Soul with obviously Android 21, Prince Vegeta, Cumber for his passive, Cumber Ape for his Dark Soul passive, and Universe 7 and Limit Breakthrough Goku. The damage output in this is potentially insane and definitely worth looking into. If you have more speed in such a team than your opponent, then this would be a high damage dealing team. Sacrificing defense obviously, but with some combo cards in there, you could actually potentially with Boiling Blood, Warsaw for example on them, take a lot of damage as well. So interesting setup maybe. This setup here is again an offensive crit team setup with a lot of damage output that you could use for Cell or Guild instance. No real passives here that you need to consider, it's just dealing damage. Those were the setups for now. Please have a look at the Real Fury Fighter group. You are welcome to join. I will put the link in the description below, and you can join this group if you want more advice, some fun, talk about the game, whatever it is. Thank you for watching this video. Hope these these teams gave you some ideas and you get to play around with it a little bit. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.